The new chapter is out and the beatdown between Team Natsu and Team Ueda continues. I thought the last chapter was the build-up and in this chapter things will get more serious, but it appears this chapter was also more of a build-up before the fight actually gets serious. That is actually pretty surprising for me. Mashima dedicating 2 chapters for this means he's cooking something big. I'm telling you, he definitely cooking something up. Natsu, confident in his strength and advantage because of his Fire Dragon Slayer magic, wins up a big strike. The rest of Team Natsu seeing this got scared, as they are all clustered up. So if he unleashes any major attack, all of them, not just the enemy, will be caught up in the explosion. They have to worry more about their own teammate than the goddamn enemy. It must be hard to have a pyromaniac with anger issues on the team. Anyway, Natsu unleashes a Fire Dragon King's Demolition Fist with 0 fucks given about his own teammates' safety. God damn it, Natsu, what the fuck are you doing? All that just for the Signario sisters to open a portal and absorb the entire attack. A new ability added to the Signario sisters' arsenal. Funnily enough, this move saved all of their asses. As if it would have landed, the whole city block would have blown up with both teams in air. Natsu was fired up a little too much. Also, this portal looks like Aquaera just from flames. Could totally see it being a fire version of the spell, or something really similar to it. If that's the case, that means the Signario sisters essentially teleported Natsu's attack to somewhere else, making it someone else's problem. Gray tries to shoot his shot just for Lekka to perfectly block his attack with his Fire Make shield. And I ain't gonna lie, this shield design is actually pretty neat. It isn't anything overly special or complex, at least from this, but it does look cool enough, and I think that is all what matters. Right after Lekka blocks Gray's attack, he charges at him with his class coated using his unique flames. I wonder why does his flames have a different texture? The leading theory is Demon Slayer magic, and honestly, I'm vibing with the idea. Would be extremely interesting and would mirror Gray even more. And I can't wait to find out why his flames are the way they are. I mean, it's kinda weird, not even Natsu was capable to eat it, and Natsu is a demon, so it would make perfect sense for it being Demon Slayer magic, but we have to see. Gray barely dodged the strike. However, right after he stepped backwards, Ray pops up behind him and gives him a nasty spin kick in the face, knocking him down. Gray outright defeated Viernes in a 1v1. He defeated a Dragon God, just for Ray, from all the people, to spin kick him in the face. Ray from all the people, Ray! And the disrespect doesn't stop here. The way he puts his hand on his shoulder with that smile. Nah, Gray is cooked. Gray defeated the Dragon God to earn all respect, just for Ray to come in like a train and destroy everything he built up the past few chapters. All that effort gone with a spin kick. This is peak comedy. Watch some dumb power scaler put Ray above Viernes because of this. It's gonna be so funny, because it's definitely gonna happen. We see it happen before. But either way, Gray getting done dirty by Ray is something he might not live down, because it is just nasty. This is like if Jiren would have got damaged by Yamcha. Natsu could never. Lusu also made her move and sneak behind Lucy and Wendy, setting both of them on fire with her fire alchemy. Will Enning attacked Erza while she was distracted with such force that it created a crater around Erza. She is angry. She wants to settle the score, clearly being mad that Erza spunk their butts the last arc. 2 versus 1 and they still lost. She even set Erza on fire with alchemy. The Signario sisters possess fire alchemy, giving them the power to turn substances into fire. Essentially giving them the power to turn anything into fire. With this they could turn someone's armor or weapons into fire, rendering them either useless or damaging the opponent. Like imagine your armor just turns into a wall of flames, frying you alive. Definitely a scary power. Of course fairy tale characters can endure it, but it still hurts as hell for sure. However, I think their word alchemy before this was far more powerful, so you could say they sacrificed power just to match the rest of the team. A significant downgrade. I wonder if they can still use word alchemy, or was that something weirdness gave them? If not, then that means they are actually really broken right now. If weirdness gave them, then they are actually weaker, kinda. I mean, they got dragonized, so they became powerful, but if they lost the word alchemy, then they became weaker. Either way, I'm not really vibing with the rematch idea. As I think Erza vs Ved and Lucy and Wendy vs the Signario sisters is far more interesting, especially with the Ved and Erza build-up. So I hope the following chapters gonna go that way, because any losing against Erza twice in a row isn't that interesting so far. It is just sad. Also the way Erza took the flames like nothing is kinda funny. Come on Erza, at least act like it hurts or something. You're gonna hurt poor Annie's feelings. Natsu tries to save Grey from getting jumped by playing Dirty Squad, just to get jumped by Ved. And bro wasn't playing around, he was going for the throat. Ved was outright trying to murk Natsu there. He was going for a full power stab. He put his elbow in it. He probably jealous for the attention Natsu is receiving from Ignia. Like, I'm not even joking right now. I mean, look at his face. Tell me that isn't the face of attempted murder. Of course, Natsu blocks the attack, but then Ved bitch slaps him with his tail, sending him sliding. I hope it was his tail. You know what they say? Big sword, big... Also, you two tog y'all free, huh? Mr. We can do shit without jumping squad, y'all iron slick. These two, plus Brian, really be having to jump people to accomplish shit. They first jumped Natsu, now they jumping Grey. All that dragonization just to play dirty. At least Brian had the guts to face Natsu alone, while these two are still relying on jumping someone. I'm also surprised that Rei is still active. Natsu did a sloppy job knocking him out. Team Ved is far harder than Team Natsu expected with theirs. Sorry, I couldn't say that with straight face. Erza prizes their teamwork, just for jumping squad to reveal that the dragonization connected their will, calling it Dragon's Instinct. Now I am not fully sure how this works. It could either mean they can telepathically talk to each other, but then they would have said that. So I think they understand each other's will and motivation, making them be capable to synchronize better instinctively. I think that's what they actually meant. Either way, Mashima probably not gonna explain it like usually, but these dots give them some edge and advantage. But on overall, Fairy Tail fought Cobra, who has a more annoying power, so this ain't gonna be that big of an issue. Especially how Team Natsu been working together for years. But it is definitely a cool power. Lucy saying this is not fair is killing me. Sis, you can summon a fucking dragon god. Talking about fair play here. But moving on, Celine arrived to Aldoron's location and she seems to be trying to talk to him. I don't know why. But before she could do anything, she sees an explosion within Aldoron's branches, revealing that Gaia be mopping the floor with hot eye. Like damn, I thought they evenly matched just for Gaia to use hot eye as a broom. He straight up fried his ass with his attack called Love Annihilation, like a McDonald's worker fries my chicken nuggets at 2 AM. No emotions with minimal wage. Bro came to help just to get clapped. Now is he truly down? I don't know honestly. I could totally see him turn back into his old pre-Nirvana self and be ruthless and pull a win that way. Maybe his necklace breaking is a foreshadowing for that. But with Cobra saying he's down, I could totally see him getting tapped out. Talking about Cobra, he's cooked as well. Blade can read his fucking mind and told him he is going to die. I don't know if this is part of his black magic, but it explains a lot. When karma hits back like a jackhammer. Well, it was good knowing you, Cobra. More than a decade of fan favorite. I guess this is a goodbye. You will be missed. Nah, I'm joking. I bet Selene will summon Diabolos and they will save them, and together they will defeat the demons. Probably why we got this Selene panel to begin with. I think Suzaku will be the one to pull up and save Cobra, as both Blade and him use the same sword style. So we can expect a pretty darn good fight to come up the following chapters. I'm not sure on Wo will fight Wo outside that, maybe Skullion against Bird as they have a similar-ish powers, but everything else is up to speculation. Honestly, I don't know if the Diabolos members will be enough to club the demons alone, on their own, especially if the demons have a second form, like the Tartarus ones, so maybe they will work together with the Seis to fully defeat them. What sounds pretty cool. It would be a pretty unusual team up. I can't even imagine how would they interact with each other, but either way, we need to find out 2 weeks from now on. Less than 2 weeks, because the video takes time to come out. You know, editing, writing the script, playing video games in between, having an affair with Virgo. It takes some time to come out. But what do you guys think? Who will fight Wo? Please let me know in the comment section below. This was Space G. Don't forget to subscribe and see you guys in space. Bye!